Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Lots of good mornings. It is a good morning. How are y'all? Coke energy drink ad. Has anyone tried that yet? Yo, Jesse. Yeah, ink points. I don't know what to do with that yet. I like the redeemed. I like how it's. I don't know if it shows up in your chat. It shows up in my chat. It says redeemed. Highlight my message for 100 inky points. Good morning. Good morning. It tastes like normal Coke. Do they have sugar-free ones? Like, I don't really need the energy drinks. Like, that's not really my thing. But if I do get one on occasion, like a Starbucks one, I'll try to get like the sugar-free. Okay, you see that message too. I'll get the sugar-free, like, you know. I can't have that much sugar. It just icks me out. No ads this morning. 2 feet of snow. Good grief. So, good morning, even supposing Bob Oswald. Bob's got snow too. I'm taking it. So, does 2 feet of snow impact school and things like that where you live, Jesse? Or is that just like Wednesday? 90-minute delay. So they'll delay because they know they have the capacity to clear the roads, get everyone to school safely, and get them back safely. So we'll have a little bit of delay. You'd trade 72 degrees for 2 feet of snow? Yeah, my sketchnote idea book's supposed to come. Did you like it, Love Loveless? Just like the first initial impressions. My initial impressions were like this was a really super high quality notebook. It's very cool. Did a nice job. Disclosure, those people are my friends. Yeah, when I haven't seen snow in 25 years. Okay, once. Give it once. That's fair. That's fair. I'll buy that. Tony, I should ban that word. But you have the capabilities to unban. Yeah, I don't have my sketch note yet, but I know it's shipped. I got the delivery number. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice. High is 76 in Baton Rouge. We're getting into, I think, 77 today. Yeah. Yeah, sure thing, Gumbo Man Pat. So if you have not seen it, I think probably everyone in here has seen it. I did the Royal Amethyst review last week, which y'all saw me unbox here a couple weeks ago. The Sailor 1911 Royal Amethyst from Goldspot. It's a Goldspot pen exclusive. They gave it to me for free, so no charge there. Just want to make sure I'm clear on that. And it wasn't a loaner. So sometimes, like we talk about when I do giveaways, I get loaners, for pens, which are great. Sometimes they just give them to me, and there's no restrictions on that. So if I have a pen that they have given to me, that I don't like, Brad really needs this pen to add to the collection, why not give it away? So I think it's a cool giveaway. Well, Sarah, you might just have to win, right? Like, it's kind of perfect for you, right? Like, I thought about you when I was writing that review, so I had fun with that review. So yeah, I liked let's give it away, right? Tommy Song, thank you. And I got an emote, so let's thank. Bonjour, Anna. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. I got like a ghost that looks like he's vaping. I don't know what that ghost is doing. You just arrived and heard giveaway. So on the blog today, I'm giving away a Sailor 1911 Royal Amethyst fountain pen, courtesy of Goldspot Pens. So huge supporters of the blog, and I appreciate what they do. So why not give them more love, right? I don't need. It's an S. It's an S. Yeah, it's an S. I'd probably keep the L, to be honest, because I have my 1911 S that I use all the time. My Tangerine. This isn't it. This is the King of Pen Tangerine. Do I have a 1911 L? Y'all could probably remind me. I don't think I have a 1911 L yet. That's what I was saying in the article, right? I prefer the 1911 S standard and the Pro Gear regular. Like those are my two styles. Like if I went, like Jesse, if I went and got the Sailor Lucky Charm, I'd get the large size, right? The Pro Gear. Oh, I yelled about Sailor's naming conventions in the article, Tony. So good, Anna. The Lucky Charm is really pretty. Like, so if I bought that one, I would get the larger size. If anything was in the 1911, I'd get the smaller size. Did they only make one at a time there for a while? Maybe that's why the naming convention's so jacked up, is because it didn't exist at the same time. Yeah, it's the gold in the nib. The 21 karat nib, I guess, is more expensive. It's larger and a more expensive metal. So that's the challenge there with the pricing. So yeah, it's a good 33%, 40% more. I mean, I use them both. Like, I love what my 1911 standard is, right? It's the Pelican 400 of Sailor's group, of Sailor's product offerings. That's why I love it so much, because that is such a perfect size for all the things. But I think, like, if you pin me down, I'd say my Pro Gear 21K nibs are my favorite, right? Jesse, thanks for the sub. God dang alerts. Alerts are going to be the end of me. But I like they're firm. You know, the 14Ks are firm. So I like the fine nib. Like, you can see my writing with the fine nib in a 14 karat Sailor fine nib is awesome. Like, that's how I want to write with a pen. So you can see that in my review. So, like, I have no qualms with that. I will say my 19, the KOP is 21. So my 21 karat Pro Gear nibs are almost all modified. So, like, I have cursive italics. Like, if you look back at my Sailor Pro Gear Ocean review, which is the regular Pro Gear, it's a fine or a medium fine, and it has a stub. Hype train incoming. Thanks, Michael. Schmevlin, thanks for signing up for the Pen Addict, the Friends of the Show. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get that started. We'll do that next week. Hype train, level 1. I want to ask you about the LA Pen Show, and I want to ask Even Supposing about the LA Pen Show. Tony, you can invite yourself, or I can arrange a time with you. But I want to hold off until, what is it, like next week or two, till we talk about it, so we can have something to talk about on there. I think that would be a cool thing to share. Morning, Brooks. Good morning for a quick sec. Gumbo Man Pat, we're hyping it up. Hyper than a heart attack. So yeah, like, back to the Sailor, different 14K, 21K differential. I prefer the 21K. But I love the feel of the 14K and the 1911S. That's just it. Schmevlin, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So we got some fun stuff to do today. I have a small package from Jet Pens. I think I didn't pick a lot out for February. We're, a quarter of the way or a third of the way through the month already. There were some things I had already picked up that we're launching this month. So I got a small envelope from them. And then I have the Want Your Bakelite pen. We'll crack that open. I just got it in yesterday afternoon. Morning, Mike. So we'll break out the Bakelite pen last. First, I want to finish up real quick, like while we're chatting. I need to finish up these this last batch of member mail, the member chips. I'm 100% caught up. All these are address. I'm not showing you. So I just need to pack them. I left all my supplies over here, so I need all my address stuff. Brooks, you better not be doing bad. So I just need to kerfunk these and stamp them and put the chips in them. And then everyone who's emailed me or signed up on the list will be done and accounted for. So sorry, I just need to I left all this stuff over here so I couldn't do it at home. That's my biggest question, Jonathan, is like everything you read about Bakelite says it's supposed to be this wonderful, durable material, and then everyone who's dealt with Bakelite fountain pens in the past says it is a terrible, fragile material. So what is it? I guess that is a reflection. Yeah, I guess that's the reflection of modern times and better construction, right? But Bakelite's almost a curse word in vintage fountain pens because of the fragile. Hype Train, Miss G's Crafties, Mongo Slade, thank you so much. We got some Hype Train going. Oh, look at that's a cool one. Why did I get the ghost vaping emote? That was dumb. So yeah, this whole new thing, this whole new Bakelite thing makes it sound like it's just a really pressed resin. Yeah, I've saved Drees's review to read. I haven't read it yet. So yeah, Bakelite did suck, right? But I think now it's just like it's this whole new process, right? And like I look at that orange pen, I don't know what color mine is in this box, but I look at the orange pen on their Kickstarter campaign and I see the like the texture in it. Formaldehyde. Is that bad? That's gotta be bad. That doesn't sound good. Like I pulled up the Wikipedia page, but it's like massively long. Like, and it was used for so much stuff back when they first started making it. Like knobs and dials. For like electronics and things. Sorry for all the kerthunking. I really gotta get this done. Bracelets, costume jewelry. Like I was reading, they were making like the goggles, like the goggle frames for like pilots, you know, like I guess the exterior frames, things like that. Just wild stuff. Like I guess anytime like a new type of plastic is used that they feel to be durable, it's gonna get used for something. Here, I got let's see, formaldehyde and something nasty. The heating of phenol and formaldehyde in the presence of a catalyst such as hydrochloric acid, zinc chloride, or the base ammonia. So it sounds completely horrible, right? This is the Wikipedia page, the Bakelite Wikipedia page. Creates a liquid condensation product referred to as Bakelite A, which is soluble in alcohol, acetone, or additional phenol. Heated further, the product became partially soluble and could still be softened by heat. Sustained heating resulted in an insoluble hard gum. However, the high temperatures required to create this tended to cause violent foaming of the mixture, which resulted in the cooled material being porous and breakable. So, modern Bakelite forms in a condensation reaction of phenol and formaldehyde, with wood flour or asbestos fiber as a filler. That's cool. How modern is that? Yeah, this stuff sounds insane, right? But like, what do we really have in this pen? Like, I can't get a grasp of what we really have in this pen that's sitting here. It's so varied. And honestly, none of it sounds like super healthy. Right? It sounds, well, that's a little sketchy. So we'll open up and see. What color do y'all think I got? I didn't ask for a color. Do you think they knew enough to send me orange? I'm changing the subject. Yeah, if I break it, do I need to evacuate? I'm gonna change the subject real quick while I'm thinking about it, and then we can come back to the Bakelite. Somebody sent me a link. The IAMPEF, the International Association, I don't know, whatever, the Master Penmanship group. Their annual conference is in Atlanta this summer. That's interesting. Is anyone part of that group? It's pretty neat. I don't know if I'll go. I think it's like a members only event. Maybe I could get a press badge. I'll email Michael Sull. He's like a big part of that group. Maybe I can get a visitor badge for like a day and go up there. I think it's like a week-long like training, Master Penman training dealy. So that would be cool. Yeah, it'd be a great field report, right? It's like first or second week in July. Might be something cool to try to make a day trip for. Bakelite contains phenol, which is what killed Michael Jackson. Cool. This pen has some great stories. Level 2 hype train emote. Choo choo. Thank. I like the button that says thank. I don't know. Yeah, Bakelite's. It's like, why Bakelite? It's like, what are the redeeming qualities of manufacturing this? Ooh, that's a good idea, Evan. So yeah, it's like, I don't know, whatever. As long as it's cool and it seems fine. So I'm gonna get my hype train. Bakelite totally seems like it will stain. It seems fibrous to me. No one does it, so people will back it. Fair. There's very marketing of you, Mary. I appreciate that statement. Yeah, we'll try anything once, right? The launcher has a removable section so you don't stain it, but it's a piston filler. What is it? Okay, now I'm really interested. That statement just broke my face, Tony. I don't understand. So I take the section off and dip the pin in the feed thing. I guess we'll see. Hot Cup 11. Hadn't seen you in a while. Great to see you. Thanks for swinging by. Alright, so I was... Yeah, I'll try anything once, right? So I need 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. Yeah, like whenever I fill up my... I don't fill up my G10 pens by sticking them in the ink because it will just completely stain a bunch of that stuff. It will completely stain where the fibers are. It'll get in the fibers and it'll never come out again. So I'll just fill the converter or something like that. Yeah, but how am I getting? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see when I open it up, right? I haven't read read Drees's articles yet to see all this. But yeah, you can't whoops, we got alerted. But like the G10s, I can't stick in the barrel. It'll make sense when I open the pen. All right, let me finish this. I'm almost done. Then I just need to put stamps on these, and then we're good to go. There's a section under the Bakelite section. That's wild. Excuse me, Chad. Tony's a fan of the boring. Are any of Mont Blanc's current inks permanent? Yeah, I'm just kidding. I like gray ink. never use gray ink though. Permanent black and blue, but they don't call it. Does it have any reference in the name? I guess is what I'm asking. Does Mont Blanc reference the name of the ink, reference like a document ink or some type of permanence? Is this permanent? Is this permanence? Where's Sir Jerkface when I need him? I think I had the Midnight Blue. Did that count? I don't even know if I have that anymore. I might have sold it or given it away or something. All right. Almost there, chat. Thanks for being patient. Then we'll open some stuff up. I could hold that stuff till Thursday, but I don't want to do that to you. Plus, I need to get this Bakelite pen checked out. We're going to open the Jet Pens package first, since it's not that big this week, or this month, I should say. And then we'll get into the other thing. Ooh, I opened something else up at home yesterday that I can't share with y'all. Things are happening, chat. Oh, speaking of things happening, update on the Kukuyo. Lulim, thanks for the follow. Kukuyo notebooks have not shipped yet. Just been busy. Like, it's cool. They've been people I'm working with have been busy and business trips, but I think they said they were going to try to get them out this week was the plan. And I asked for a picture. I do not have a picture yet. So, all right. We're addressed. We're stamped. We're return address stamped. We're chipped. Now I just need to postal stamp these, and we're done. I just needed to get this caught up. Oh, I didn't test that TWSBI ink for you, Tony. I was supposed to do that, wasn't I? Remind me, I'll do it this afternoon. Yeah, this is my shocked face, right? Oh, no. Are we done? Do I have no stamps? Yes, we have no stamps. All right, we might be opening things. I got no stamps. Dang it. I was so happy to get this all caught up. I have additional ounce stamps. All right, so where are my non-US ones? Those I have stamps for. No, you need to be off that weekend. Man, just when I thought I was doing good, I'm out of stamps. All right, international members. Oh, nice, coming to Baltimore. Yes, you just need to send me an email, and I can definitely sell the Franklin Christoph pens without a nib. I'd be happy to do that. I forget what price is built into that, like $15 maybe. I've done it before, so I'll just have to double check. But yeah, that's no problem. Just need an email. You're not coming to Baltimore, Tony? Why did I think you were coming? How long till Baltimore? Like 2 weeks? I hope it's not 2 weeks. Hope it's 3 weeks. Tell me it's 3 weeks. All right, we had 4 international envelopes, 2 from Canada, 1 from the UK, 1 to the Netherlands. Wife School Musical. I do remember you telling me that now. I see you working, Jesse. I see you working. I'm starting to get my stamp situation confused. I have too many varying styles. All right, so let me put the ounce stamps on these so I can put the real stamps on this afternoon, and then we'll start opening up some stuff. Thank you, chat. Uh-oh, we have to register for stuff. How big is the BWI show compared to Philly? Easily bigger. I don't know how to... Let's say... Let's say it's 1/3 bigger. Is that fair? How much bigger, Evan? It's definitely bigger. I don't think it's twice as big. But absolutely bigger. Do you think they're the same size? I don't think they're the same size, but I've been to Baltimore twice, and it's been in 2 separate locations twice, and been to Philly once, and both, yeah, like a Philly and a half. I think it's more like that. I think it's more like a Philly and a half. I would agree with that. I'd say that's accurate. But again, what do I know? Okay, so here's the hardest question for me, the show I go to the most, which is Atlanta. Atlanta close to Baltimore? It's hard to measure because Atlanta's all broken up into rooms and Baltimore's in one big room. Those seem close to me in size, like both bigger than Philly. But as far as like vendor size wise, those seem the most comparable to me. Yeah, it's gonna be good. With the Raceable, I think I'm gonna be on the show. I'm not sure. I think Andy asked me. Philly's the best because you get to sleep in your own bed. Mine's too far away to get sleep in my own bed. Although I am sleeping in my own bed on Thursday night of the Atlanta show this year. Because my wife bought us concert tickets, not realizing when the Atlanta show was. She bought for our anniversary. For Christmas. She brought Avett Brothers tickets, and they're playing the Thursday night before the Atlanta show. So I'll be riding in hot Friday morning to Atlanta. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's when my kid's spring break starts that weekend, too. Alrighty. Well, I've got as much done as I could have. I'll buy stamps on the way home. For any of you in chat that are still waiting, let me pick up this trash and then we'll open some stuffs. What do I have left here? Trash. Check this. Howdy, Sarah. Shamrock green. That's wild. Yeah, that's like the purple one with the white caps. I should really email someone about doing a sailor. But there's so many out there now. I know it'd still do fine. But now I'm just a little bit more nervous. There's so many. And I love them all, but man, it's a lot. Raceable on Friday? I think so. The Family Feud's on Saturday. So it must be on Friday, I'm guessing. What would a Pen Addict sailor look like? I lay in bed thinking of what that would look, just being confused on what it would look like. Like an orange Pro Gear with like lighthouse finials, right? Like clear. Just something simple the first time. or like smoke gray with orange finials. Or it would either be something like on brand like that, or something really off the board, unicorny. I think those are the two options. And I would probably lean towards the safer option the first time. Sorry, that's loud. I do know it would be translucent. Did I get the 4B Pro Gear? No, that's too expensive. That's too much for me. Too much monies. Yeah, orange with smoke gray ends. Like, those are some combination of that. Saw the 4 a.m. in person. That's crazy. First Sailor in the mail. Awesome. Pen Addict Sailor would be the first. Yeah. Oh, nice. Who is that, Jesse? How much is the 4B? $880. You're asking me if I'd sell it with a matching rickshaw, Andrew? Thought you knew me better than that. Nice. Ooh, I'm supposed to do this blindly. I see what you're getting at, Andrew. Just for the single pin sleeve. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, the money for the 4B. I would have a hard time pulling the trigger on half of that, to be honest. We'll see, Gumbo Man Pat. We'll see. You never know. You never know. I think there might be a lot of competition. Yeah, just figure about $1,000 by the time you ship it. How do you like the Benchmade proper? It's my favorite knife I've owned. I don't have anything against rickshaw. I'm just not going to sell anything that's rickshaw. Like, I've done rickshaw giveaways on the blog before. And I talk with Mark, like, that's fine. I'm just not going to sell anything that's rickshaw. So yeah, this is my favorite knife. I'm not like a super knife guy. I just like the shape and the thinness of the handle, and I like the shape of the blade. And it comes in like a tan micarta handle too. So for this model, it's definitely the best knife I've bought. Yeah, the rickshaw sleeves are awesome. But I do have like a boundary. Like, I can't sell that product, right? Nor advertise that product. But like, I've done giveaways. Like, we have pictures of them. I mean, they're pictured all the time in our reviews. Like, it's nothing about that. But like, there is a line that I can't really cross, like, mentally. Yes, it does not lock. That is the only hang up. Yeah, that's awesome. That little 2-pin divider for the Sinclair is great. I actually, you know what? I need to get one of those. Like, I should get one of those because it's complementary to the Sinclair, which, like, I could totally do that. All right. I don't know what's in this box. Oh, so I got something for me. This is cool. I like the washi tape. This is a Totoro. No, I'd buy it from him. Yeah, that would be a non-starter out of school. The only problem, I've been leaving this one more at home. I usually carry this one in my bag or backpack, but I've given up so many knives to TSA over the past couple years. This one stays home a lot. So I got Totoro washi tape. That's coming out at Jet Pens if it isn't already out. So this is a Jet Pens envelope. Not that big. Smaller size than usual. Like I said, we're a little late getting February going, and I got some of the stuff. But this stuff's dope. They come in 2-packs, so it's cool. You can get 2 different colors in there and some different patterns. So yeah, super cool. And they have I think Kiki's is getting the washi tape too. I think Kiki's is getting the washi tape. I think I got some notebooks in here too. Oh, I don't know how you can carry the Openel around. That stays on my desk for sure. That's like my package opening thing. All right, so this is the Conquering Duraflex Elements, the new one with like the kind of cool materials. I didn't know these were the limited edition. This is the limited edition Duraflex Water. It sounds like a hygiene product. This is number 711 of 1898. Conklin and Cool Materials is still a Conklin. Yeah, but for the price, and the nib, I'm willing to try it out, right? That's pretty cool. This has that flexi nib. What's this nib called? Duraflex. So yeah, is it a piston filler or a converter? Converter. I like the material. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I'm interested to try this one out. Like, I will probably keep this one and try this one myself, just because I have not done a Conklin review before. Duraflex, but not really flexi nib. That's my forte. You know, that's my strong suit, is yelling at people for naming things flex nibs. I think the Mark Twains are cool. And I like the Rider. I like the Rider when Sarah has the Rider one, obviously. This feels pretty good. It's a good shape. It's lightweight. I like the shape of the nib. You know, it's pretty cool looking. So yeah, and these are only like $70 or something, right? They're pretty cheap. Do I have that correct? I might be wrong in that. I could be way wrong. I just don't know. I don't have the pricing here. So like, for that price, if this is good, Omniflex nib. Oh wow, let me read you this. Introducing the Omniflex nib, able to capture or reel in your power to complement your individual writing style. I don't want to reel in my power. I want to show off my power. Who wrote that? Don't write that. So, this is something like I should try this, right? It is my job to understand what is happening here, and then I can speak better on the subject, right? Right? Yeah. I don't need to show up. Reel in your power, Brad. So, yeah. So, I'm anxious to try it. I've been passing just because I haven't heard great things, or I've heard very average things, right? Like, I try not to spend money on very average, right? I want to be surprised or enjoying. I know, Mary, I know, right? Rough job, but that's one of those things I want to be able to speak on. Whoa, that's a lot of ink. We got some ostering here. We did some ostering. Sorry, that was a little loud. All right, we got some kind of shaky shimmy stuff here. Fizzy lime shake and shimmy. I actually bought this. So follow up to last week's stream when we were talking about Robert Oster, the next Pen Addict Robert Oster. I've made my pitch. I don't have a reply yet, so that's fine. So hopefully I'll hear from him this week. But I wanted to get like a bright green because we were talking about doing a green. The name I pitched was what was the name I pitched? It was probably one we said, but I want to get it right. So let me see. It's a lot of email. I didn't check my email today. That was a mistake. I just want to get it right. I pitched From the Fire. So that's what I pitched. I pitched From the Fire in a bright greenish yellow. So Fizzy Lime is a bright greenish yellow. It just has a lot of silver sparkle in it. Man, look at that bottle. That looks cool. I just want that for the bottle. Man, this stuff is really in there. All right, so that's that one. Yeah, From the Fire seemed to be clean and direct, and what I wanted from the ink color. I mean, it may be a no-go, but that's what I've pitched so far. Australian Opal Pink. I like the swabs I've been seeing of these. Yeah, loveless. This one looks like the pictures I've seen online look incredible. So Australian Opal Pink looks like a really, really neat color that I saw. Cosmic Swirl. I just went through a bunch of the swabs and picked out... I'll have to sign up to that email. Cosmic Swirl is like a purple with sheen. Something maybe. Is that what it is? And what's this one? Australian Opal Blue. I like the opal colors. Yeah. Like, this is a pretty good, like, minus the orange, this is a pretty good color range for me. Lime, pink, purple, and bright blue. Like, that's all you need, right? Opal Gray was on the list, and I was like, well, I've already picked these other two. That Opal Gray looked pretty neat. Look at this bottle. That stuff's wild. This is like something you get at, like, the Hot Topic, like at the counter. It's like lip balm or something. I do have the Opal Mauve. I think that's what made me buy these. So, yeah. All right. Those are cool. Sarah, what color do you want? I think I want to do the green. I want to do the green sparkly one. So I got 4 of them, so we can each have one. I don't know. That pink looks pretty cool, too. The Inkwell monster's still listening. I've always wanted these stupid scissors. The pin cut scissors. I think I gave away the only pair I ever had. So does Kokugo make? Raymay makes these. So it's a pair of scissors in a pin shaped barrel. Rich Dix, thanks for the sub. You're awesome. So yeah, they had they've done basic colors when they launched this several years ago. And I think I got one to give away, but I never used it. So let's see. You think I can figure this out? Oof. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Where's the other? I need another scissor handle. I feel like I'm missing a handle on this side. Shouldn't I have 2 scissor handles? Yeah, where's my other one? Oh. There it is. Man, this thing is wild. Check that out. Yep. So, that's how they work. So it's like a little slider on here brings in the handles. Puts it back in there, then it's just capped. And the cap locks in pretty good, so you won't get stray blades in your bag or something. And it'll fit right in like a pen. Pretty neat. I'll have to go back and see if we actually did the review of them. I know I don't have them, but I know they've crossed my desk. Yeah, like $10. $8, $10, something like that. Oops, upside down. I did hear that they sent out an update. I've been getting a lot of emails about that. People are PO'd, and rightfully so. I mean, I think it's just you know, I'm all about second chances, and then I'm good. Like after that, I'm good. Third chance. You know, it's just lots of delays and problems. So, but it's consistent delays and problems. It's like it's never not delays and problems, and so like I can just be done after that. Like I backed this one, and it's just time to be done with it. What the hell is this? This is Zebra's multi-pen. Yeah, you got to do things a little bit differently. But, you know, whatever. Yeah, I got grief for back in the second one. Turns out it was properly placed grief. I'll have to find my refills for this. This is Zebra's, what do they call this? What's their Zebra's multi-pen called? Doesn't have it on the branding on this. But anyway, this is like one of their new fun barrels. It looks like a glass dip pen tip. Like it's got that swirl in it, but it's really it's a multi-pen barrel. I actually don't like how it tapers out. Doesn't look like I reviewed the scissors. Maybe I gave them away, or maybe they never made the blog, but they have crossed my desk at some point. This has a huge taper on the front end of the pen, right? So it's very torpedo shaped, which I do not like for a micro pen. So the Hippo is a good idea, and the quality is there. It's just the fulfillment and, you know, of it has just not gone well. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Doesn't seem like a candidate for review. I'll play around with it and see. Way in over her head. Yeah, it went real fast. Went too fast. Too fast, too soon. Kind of thing. Oh, look what I got. I got clear erasers. Quality issues on your Hippos. Construction or paper quality? I got clear erasers. Na boo boo. There's two sizes. They called this one like there's like 100 and 150. I don't know if is that like a millimeter measurement or something. So yeah, these are dope. Now I get to use them myself. Erasers are for people who make mistakes. So this is I don't know if this is a classic Pilot mechanical pencil. I'm gonna open this up. It's the 2020. The binding can give on the Hippos. Gotcha. Uh-oh. Let's see. Oh my God, Blaine. Man. Oh, been there. I mean, you know. Happens. Hippos have the janky binding. Gotcha. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I think it's the end of the line. It's definitely the end of the line for me. So I gave it a second chance, and so this is a Pilot 2020 0.3 millimeter mechanical pencil. I wanted to try this because usually wide barrels and fine tips don't really go together. Oh, bound crooked. Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, that sounds bad. Yeah, so I think it's run its course. I think this is an inexpensive pencil with a lead pipe safety. Pulls them back in. So, interesting. We'll see. I don't know if this one will make the cut for review. Maybe. It's weird enough. I don't know that I dig the shape of the nose cone for a 0.3 millimeter pencil. It's a little rattly too. I think that's the best way to put it, Anissa. Right? We have options. Don't make my life difficult because I have options, right? Oh, it's a shaker. That's why it's janky. Sorry. TV 14 stream. Sorry. All right, we'll have to edit that out if we want to keep our G rating. Have you reviewed any Elemental notebooks? Have I done a direct review? I've used them a lot. They had massive QC issues in the beginning. I got a good one out of their first batch. A lot of people got really bad ones. Yeah, I reviewed them because I know I spoke about how bad some of the bad ones were. And I'm about to do a project with the small Tomoe, the Proton that just came out. I'm about to use that one. And then I use a lot of Elemental, as it turns out. I use their Tomoe River. The big Tomoe River is my Pen Show yearbook. So I get people to sign that. I just started that this year. And then then I use the Oxygen. That's probably the one I reviewed in the review. As my visual journal notebook. I like them. As long as their paper qualities are sorted out from the beginning, and it seems that they are. I just think I like that cloth binding that they use. Yeah, Tessa, it's okay. I mean, like, I supported them too. Like, they've sent me stuff to review and give away. I've also backed them with my own money. And, you know, you hate when you put your own money down on it, or when I, like, vouch for something. Like, a review, like, I'm careful with my reviews because it is me putting my ample girth behind certain products, right? So I try to be as cautious as possible. I felt like a second chance was in order, and that'll be the last time. Yeah, Brandaluna, same. Yeah, I can't say I have any regrets. Like, I made a decision based on the information that I had, right? Oh, that didn't come out like as I intended, Jerica. I made a decision based on information that I had that could have led me to a different decision. I chose, why not, one more time? Yeah. Yeah, they had paper issues. Paper inconsistencies, Elemental did. And some people got some really terrible notebooks. Like, I've seen them, and they look awful. The one I got was great. Like, that's why it's hard sometimes, too. Because with paper, you know, it's hard getting the QC the same. Masubi, Galen, Nanami comparison post. I haven't tried the Galen one. Sorry, this thing was really wrapped up. So JetPens is offering something interesting. Oh, well, first, I got, here's the other thing. I got the Totoro memo pad. So it's like a little post-it guy pad. So that goes along with my washi tape that's over here somewhere. Yeah, I didn't realize the Elemental pricing is way different. Did they at least have some kind of justification? Yeah, you can't go wrong with those 7Cs with the Nanami stuff. They're getting rid of their non-TR books. Maybe that's the quality thing that they've run into. Gotcha. So, like, my one standard paper one that I use has been great. Like, when I did the review that Tony shared. Like, I talked about that a lot in the review. I remember now, because there were some really bad ones. Oh, yeah, so they're closing it out. I guess they're closing it out to not carry it anymore. Gotcha. I think they had too big of a mistake that they couldn't get out from with the paper, right? Yeah, I know about too much inventory. I guess that's the problem. Like Thunder Viking, like you and I had good ones. So many people had bad ones. Why would anyone new go purchase them when they know that it's like a coin flip where they're going to get a good one or a bad one? Yeah. JetPens is doing something new, or carrying something new from Kikuyo. So it's these Kikuyo loose leaf sheets. And they're pre-punched for different binding settings. So I thought these were pretty cool. Yeah, for non-fountain pens, sure. But yeah, I've been happy with my elemental stuff. I'm going to take the Tomoe River. I'm going to do a little project this weekend with the Tomoe River. The new one. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, I wanted to see what these loose leaf sheets were. It's like a pack. It's an A5 pack, 120 sheets, graph. I got to figure out how I'm going to use them. I need a little binder thing. All right, so that's that. This is a weird batch of stuff I picked out this time, which is usually means good. All right, so let's chuck all this down here. Let's get baking. Let's get baking. Yeah, but you would have never known, even supposing when you bought it, how it would have turned out. I'm assuming this is my Wancher pen. Yeah. I didn't have anything else coming from Japan. So maybe they'll just do all Tomoe River going forward, or find a more consistent paper quality. I'd rather have some non-Tomoe River as an option. I mean, have both. Just making sure there's no additional notes or anything in here. The other thing about Wancher, I never know if I have to send the pins back or not. They're always so unclear. It's definitely some translation stuff going on. All right, so it comes in this is the box they've used before. The really lightweight wood. What's the name of this wood? Do y'all remember? So everything should have a white paper option. I wish. All right, let's move this out the way. This is so light, it feels like there's no pen in it. Know any Korean pen companies? SKB? Good grief. Oh, yeah, Evan, you know that firsthand. Okay, what am I missing here? I don't want to break this box. Right, there we go. So, bookmarks, product care, pages linked by balsa wood. That's what I always call it, but I always think it's something else. But that's what it feels like to me. Yeah, we can scan our barcodes. I don't think it's teak's. Teak's a dense wood, I think. I always called them balsa wood, but I think when I called them that before, someone was told me no, it's actually such and such, and I don't remember what it is. All right, so comes in the little kimono, which is beautiful. That's really nice. All right, what color is it? Red. Man, this feels good. I did like the shape of the section when I saw the pictures. It's got some weight to it. I don't have great enough lighting in here to see if I can see the texture. It's exceptionally well made. That's what the pictures... The best thing I got from the pictures is that these look like the manufacturing process looked tight on these, right? This is a very refined pen. And while it's not, a mind-blowing new modern design, it's unique on its own. The taper of the barrel, the shape of the section where they have the added rings, the rounding of the edge of the cap. There's just enough little things that make this a very unique pen. And then you have the, well, I forget what the part on the top is called. There's a Japanese name for the artwork, which is like the feature thing. This is an impressive pen. It feels like a big modern Parker dual fold, but bigger. I think it's bigger. So I have the steel nib in here. It's a steel medium nib. Yeah, this is the Bakelite, the Wancher Bakelite that's on Kickstarter right now. So it's a piston filler, right? Do I have to take this thing off first? What is happening here? Oh, it's a ratchet. It's a ratchet guy. Is it gonna stop? Only if I come back. All right, I'm gonna have to scan the QR code. Captured converter. Then if it's captured converter, this should come off, right? So that's all the way down, I guess, when it starts to ratchet. Then back up, it stops. So let's see this part that we were talking about here. Because you don't want to get ink on the section, they've made the section very large to dip into your ink bottle so it doesn't get on the material because it will stain this Bakelite material. I guess it's porous. It certainly has a pretty smooth finish. Dries said the capacity didn't jive with the piston. Can I take this out? I don't want to break it. You cannot take this out. So there's no other visual. So that's the audible Shippoyaki. Okay, thank you. The art on the top. So the Shippoyaki is the name of this piece on the top. You can't get a good look at it, but it looks like there's like a little gold leaf in it. I don't think it can be just like a fully captured converter the way you think of a traditional converter, the way that ratchets, right? So that's my I'm all the way down, and now I'm ready to fill when I hit here. So it was like 7.5 twists to get it back up. I don't feel a bump when I get it back down. I don't like that I can't take it apart to clean it. Right? I want to take this apart. There's probably a way, but I don't want to break it yet. This is ugly. Yeah, this is I didn't know any of this, Tony, until opening it. Okay, so there's a wide, you can see this gap in here. So that's where this flange will thread into this gap into this barrel here. I would rather just a converter or a for real piston filler. I want to get in here. I want to get in this pen and clean it, you know. So this should draw it up. No, down. Shit. Yeah, that's all the way up. I would rather, even a piston filler with a removable nib section, you know, like a Pelican, you know, you can clean it out with a syringe. You can ink it with a syringe. If you didn't want to have to deal with, this section thing. I like how the pen feels though. I bet this is a really good writing pen. Like, it feels good. Doesn't really post. It stops right here. Yeah. It's a no-go for posting. I'm flummoxed. It is really comfortable. I like the shape a lot. This is a pretty big hang-up. Is it too thick for small hands? It'd be awfully close to too thick for small hands. It's not necessarily super thick in the grip section, but right up here in the barrel where it's hitting the rest of your hand, it gets pretty wide pretty quick. So I don't know that the grip section is too much wider than standard, maybe a little bit, but it's thicker up here in the barrel, like before it tapers, right? So it's pretty bulky in the hand. It's a bulky pen. I think I would back this pen. Like, it certainly seems good for the price point. It must have the they have the seal mechanism thing. Aureus, that's a good way to put it. The filling mechanism is an interesting solution to a problem not everybody had. Yeah, why don't you just make the just do the converter with the blind cap thing? I wouldn't care. Maybe the Bakelite would be too easy to break if it came apart, so not removable. I don't know. They're asking me to remove the section to fill up the pen. Like, what if this rolls off the counter? I mean, that's an ask, right? They're saying this is how you do it. That doesn't add up. I'm not gonna lie. It feels really good. It feels great. It's a big heavy pen. Here's my Sailor King of pen. I didn't bring this on purpose, but they're about the same length, and it's twice as heavy as this pen. So yeah, that's your King of Pen 1911. About identical in length, and this one's probably twice as heavy. It's a dense material, right? You can feel the density in the barrel. It's not like a thin acrylic barrel. Huh. I don't know. I mean, I think for the price, it's perfectly fine. It's good, right? The price seems fine. It's just a little bit confusing on why. Why did we do? Was it that important for us to make a pen to where we're gonna have to do this funky section? I need to go fill this up. All right, so that's the bottom. Yeah, this is gonna drive me crazy a little bit. Like, I like my ratchet on the Monte Grappa, but it's handled a little differently. I don't know, just the material. I don't know. It seems good. Like, if my option is binary to say recommend or do not recommend, no caveats, no what ifs, no any hemming and hawing, I would say recommend. Now there's a billion caveats if we go that route, right? But if it's a binary decision, I don't see how I couldn't recommend this pen. It's really nice. And the price is good for what it is, I think. And I like the steel nib, so the steel nib price point is perfect. This is a substantial pen, like in feel. Card number 9. Thanks for the follow. Yeah. Like, would I have done it this way to show off this artwork? I would have done it differently. But then again, I would have just made every pen look like a Nakaya Piccolo or Edison Pearl, right? Upgrade to the black ebonite feed. I don't know that I'd do any upgrades. Personally, because you never handled the material would be a pretty big requirement. I think that's fair. It's a heavy, dense material. Like, it's not outrageous. Like, I've certainly used heavy pens, but this is on the medium to heavy scale. For sure. It is not overly heavy. Think I should send it to you for review? I don't know. I got to review it first. And if I get to keep it, I can send it to you for review. But that'd be not before the campaign ends. Yeah. It feels good. It's just weirding me out a little bit. But you know what? The things... I don't have big hands. Like, my hands aren't that big. The things that are weirding me out are the least impactful to the writing feel of this pen. Right? So I'm going to be writing and using the pen 98% of the time and be screwing with the section and the piston filler 2% of the time. So does that 2% of the time I'm fidgeting with this crap outweigh the enjoyment I get from the 98% of the time that I'm actually enjoying the pen for what it is? I think that's a fair way to put it. Right? It definitely has some fidgety. I don't think any of us can wrap our head around that, Aurelius. You hear it's two opposing things. Right? It's like you hear, like, all the old Bakelite stuff is so fragile, you can't use it, it's going to break. And this new Bakelite stuff is focused on the durability of it, right? It's marketed as durable. So, yeah. I don't like the feeling of not knowing how close I am to running out of ink. That's fair. I get that. Yeah, but is this even the same material as whatever old Bakelite was, right? Like, I don't know that I can answer that question, right? It's called the same. It doesn't sound to me, the way reading whatever you believe online, it doesn't sound like it's manufactured the same at all. At least based on my 5 minutes of research. Right, we need more data, which means I need to throw this pen on the ground as part of this review. Okay, box. Me and you are going to fight. This is a very tight fitting box. Right, Mafia Geek. That's why I'm wondering if it's different now, right? Okay, there you go. Thank you, Tony. Because you can see the texture in this pen. I'm going to kill this box. Oh, now you're just confusing me more, Jesse. I still can't get this lid on. I've tried every combination. There we go. All right, hallelujah. So yeah, more questions than answers, maybe. On a base level, it seems pretty good. If you think about it a lot, you could probably find lots of reasons not to buy it. I mean, I think I would just link to Dries, that he's a chemist already, right? I don't need to get another chemist in, I don't think. I could just point to Dries. I have no reason to doubt him. And I haven't read Dries's review, or else I'll do that tonight, because we're going to talk about this pen on the show tomorrow. So I'll be more prepared for tomorrow, even though I won't profess to have all the answers. And I won't have this reviewed by next week. It'll probably be like 2 weeks at a minimum. I got to get it inked and tested, and I need to put some time in with it to make sure that the Fig Boot did one, and apparently Caffeine Re-Up. It is time. And Aziza did one. Video reviews I haven't watched either. So yeah, I'll probably do all that this afternoon so I can talk about the pen tomorrow. I'll have it inked up. I'll give my first impressions about it being inked up. Try to get some more info on the materials. Definitely will be calling out to Dries. I should get Dries on the podcast, honestly. All right, Jackie, what food trucks do we have? Make me hungry before I go. Yeah, I honestly, so what I was just saying about like the binary decision, would I recommend this pen or not? Yes or no? Yes. I think that filling system, once you take off that section, it looks so terrible that it's going to turn people off. It's shocking. It's like taking off Darth Vader's helmet. Shocking. That's what it reminds me of. It's not a pretty sight. I don't want that in my pen, right? But from a writing perspective and a physical build, what I'm going to use the pen for 98% of the time, it seems to be pretty darn great. It's the Want Your Bakelite pen. Fish wings and things. I'm in. Like, that's a very southern truck. Like, that's what that pen. I'm gonna have a hard time not putting that image into my review. And the hard thing about that is that the 2% overwhelms the 98% in a written review, and the physically usage part, the 98% is going to way overwhelm anything, right? But when I write a review, that 2% is going to take up 50% of the review, right? I'm gonna have to map this all out, because it's fair to talk about. Ooh, nice. Huh. Yeah, this is a confusing pen. This pen is not going to make my life easy. I had no idea about that filling, about the section removal. You know how much that had to cost extra? That's a whole different section of threading. Well, I guess not technically. It'd be built differently if it was a converter. So maybe it's not a whole different section of threading. But that front end connection piece is extra. This pen's bothering me. It's only bothering me because it's good. It's good but weird. Maybe something like the metal threads. Yeah. This pen is something. Oh, I would totally mention it. Yeah. But I think that's going to be like the takeaway from the pen, even though it's weighted unfairly for what the pen is, right? but it's part of the pen, so it counts, right? I'm not saying you don't talk about it. I'm saying it's the reality of what that matters in the end use is disproportionately weighted versus the what it'll get brought up in the review and what the pictures look like. This what are the steel nibs? Are the steel nibs Yovo nibs? I think the only gold ones are their nibs. So yeah, this is a stock Yovo steel nib, I believe, which is what I would prefer. That's usually my choice on like the high end pens. I just I'll buy like Sailor, their gold nibs, but like if I'm buying a Canalea or one of Jonathan's pens, a Brooks pen, I 95% of the time buy the steel. Did it have the flower logo on it? I don't even know. I don't think it did. I'm not opening that box again. We'll see it in my review in a couple weeks. So yeah, I'm gonna review something very weird on Baron Frigg released a duffel bag. Cool. I'm gonna do a different review from this Monday, so probably a week from Monday I'll review this pen. Should still be up on Kickstarter by then. I thought the first backpack they released was the greatest backpack ever. Why do you have to make a second backpack when you made the greatest backpack ever the first time? I don't get that. They interviewed like 2,000 people for the first backpack to make the perfect backpack. Why do you need a second backpack if the first one's perfect? Blows my mind. Well, you get me one and let me know how it is. It's perfecter. I was pretty good at that, Sarah. I delivered on that just off the top of my head. Have you tried the Platinum Mix-Free inks yet? I pulled out the eyedroppers. No, but I should. That stuff's very good. It's been around forever. Get that popcorn. I mean, it's like... It's not just... You don't even have to put bag in the sentence. Just BF salt. I mean... You gotta stand up for some things, I guess. Right or wrong. Ooh, boy. Good times, chat. Good times. Yes. Facts. Facts don't lie. Managed to make a green ink. Yeah, I really should get that platinum mix free stuff. I've mixed my own inks and I've been happy with some of the combos, and then I just end up inking, whatever new stuff I get. And I've got some really cool combos. Did I do I'm terrible, y'all. Like, did I do a review of the thing? Like, I did a whole mixed inks post, and I think I did a review of it where I did Shinkai and Konpeki, and Joe just did a mix free review, which made me think about getting them again. So I did, back a couple years ago, I did Shinkai and Konpeki. I did Ackerman number 8 and then whatever Trevis turquoise is. And then Sailor, Blue Black, and Sky High. So those are the 3 that I did. I think I did a whole review on that. And those were some cool colors. Did Baron Fig do was that renaming thing real or a joke? With the all one word lowercase deal? Was that real or like sarcasm? I couldn't tell. You've done mixing with the storyline. Did that work pretty well? I mean, it's made for that. I did that contest for Anderson Pens. That was fun. But yeah, Joe, I always like linking to Joe's the Gentleman Stationer's articles because he likes green and burgundy inks, which I don't. So it's cool to see him he always has good recommendations from them for those colors because I don't really dabble in those types of colors that much. Trying to use ink mixing to distract me from buying more pens. That's fair. Totally fair. Yeah, I need to I have my little vials of the inks I mixed. I need to break them back out next time I ink up a pen. Maybe I'll put that in the Maybe I'll put that in the wancher pen. No, because I can't. I won't put it in the wancher pen because I can't get that stupid filling system in a little vial or syringe fill it. Well, that sucks. It's a single word, but all uppercase on their banner. So who knows? Yeah, I don't care. I was curious though. I thought y'all were joking, but apparently not. Changing the subject here, am I excited for Baltimore? Yes, I'm excited for Baltimore. I'm hoping we can have some new stock of knock for there. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Any word from Mike about the Curidas? I saw he got one. I'm avoiding asking him till tomorrow because he went to an event. So yeah, we'll have a lot to say. Will you stay on top of that, Evan, and let me know? I'll never understand that, but that's not a shock either. Yeah, Mike's got a lot going on right now. Mechanical keyboards, yes, that is Jeff Abbott's forte. Bring back Clay Sunshine. I want to do something close, but I'd like to do some bigger stuff in Clay Sunshine. One of the best colors we've ever done, and a complete happy accident, and I'm very thankful that we have made that colorway. I have a different colorway that's not as bright as that I want to make, and I've got it sketched up and laid out. But Clay Sunshine could be like a regular. It's that good. When you talk about this mechanical keyboard nonsense, did I finish my sentence? That's a Jeff Abbott thing. So show specials. I don't know how to describe that yet. Does not have any pen cases for pocket fountain pens. Got my first shown and love it, but like a case for it at my Kavecos, not specifically, but Rickshaw does. Rickshaw has a couple of those. Would you consider making a field note size wallet, something along the lines of everyday inspiration? Maybe. We're going to have more to talk about in about a week. Let me just say that. What's today? I'll be able to lay out next Tuesday on stream, or Thursday. I'll be able to lay out some ideas, okay? So you can hold me to that. I don't know if it'll be Tuesday or Thursday, but things are changing in a good way for our customers and a good way for us. That fanny pack is great. Yeah, and I was talking to Madison, the one we bought. The bag that was made, that was the reason why we didn't make ours, is no longer being made. Because he wants to bring it back in the U.S. That one was made in Vietnam, which is fine. Like, I'm pro overseas manufacturing. But, now I might have the opportunity to compete at a price point for an identical almost bag. So next week we'll talk knock, okay? I promise. I don't know that it'll be Tuesday or Thursday, but one of those 2 days we'll spend some time talking about knock, because that'll be the time. A pocket lookout would be awesome. That's a good idea. Honestly, what I want is a pocket protector lookout, which is a lookout with it's just the 3 pouches with the flap cut off. No flap, no strap. Just a pocket protector lookout. I know, I can't say fanny pack around Mike. But yeah, I'm going to get Jeff to make me a little lookout pocket protector. It'd be easy. Do I know anyone that sews? Maybe. All right, I think that's a wrap, chat. I am in the midst of a heckin' busy week. Going out of town this weekend, so I got to get all my work done by Thursday. I did have some drop frames, Mr. G's Crafties, but I'm about to wrap it up anyway. Yeah, it looks like I just had I did have a bit of a buffer there. So, good timing then. I'm going to wrap it up. I'll be around. Keep all your knock ideas in the forefront because things are about to change. Keep them in your head, and let's talk about them next week. And I'll let y'all know which day we're going to do that on. So any of your weird ideas, let's hear them because things are going to change, but it's no point in discussing it today. So I'll be back here Thursday, and then I'm gone until Monday, but all the stuff is going to be scheduled regularly. But that just means I got to get it done. I got to get all of it done between now and Thursday. So, cool. I will see you guys on Thursday. We'll be on the podcast tomorrow, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern. There's a big giveaway on the blog right now. I'm pretty sure y'all all know that, but you should go sign up for it if you haven't already. It could be your first Sailor Pen. It could be your dozenth. But you should go sign up for it. It's pretty cool. Big news, Evan. Big news. All right. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.